Hi, everyone. Welcome to Firm Journal. Mark Merrill here. Our program is focused on Martin Vachon, independent candidate for Maine Governor next year in 2026. So to all Americans and Maine voters, this is our special program on candidates in the Maine Governor's race in 2026. We've already done a couple of focuses, but today we have a new interview with an American Party candidate, J. Martin Vachon. A picture of him there back in 1982 is about the closest we're going to get, and we should have had one for you today. But here, folks, is that interview with Martin on various topics presented to him. And we apologize in advance for some of the audio that might have faded during our outdoor remote interview.
So what are your questions going to be? I'm here to repair our entire civilization that is sliding backward.
No question, no problem. What do you make of the violence in politics recently? I know I'm not going to get into the whole thing with Charlie Kirk. It's awful. It's pathetic. It shouldn't have never happened. I think everybody realizes that. But how do you think we can deal with the violence that's been going on? I mean, you know, from Trump all the way up.
A better training in school, a teaching of the worth of the Ten Commandments that was integrated in the writings of our Constitution. It was supposed to be a nation under God. We would never resort to violence. And I started this 44 years ago, and I'm on now. And I was scared of it then, and I still am, of arousing the wrong things in people. But if we do things right, no one loses. We all gain.
Thank you. As for Maine, what would you primarily call your first task to accomplish if you're elected governor?
Again, the teaching of the Ten Commandments and their worth in our schools to start with. And what started me on this is state-funded marriage counseling that shows a solution to family problems by walking away from everything. That should never exist in a free people's government.
Totally agree with that. It's just they've attacked the family unit for a long, long time. To me, it goes back to Abraham Lincoln when they assassinated him. He'd already accomplished a lot by that time, but what
Abraham freed the Cotton Belt slaves, but he let them loose as simple people, irresponsible people. They were never taught, again, the worth of God's commandments and how we're supposed to function as a highly evolved people. I was born in Orlando, Florida. I read the Civil War history. They had slaves, but they really weren't slaves. They were they're paying for their trip here anyway. As teenagers, they...
Like the indentured servants? You've heard that phrase.
Yeah, indentured people, right. Yeah, they paid off. Yes, that's what I meant to say. Yeah, but they were educated into human responsibility and grew into fine people. 200 of those volunteered to fight for the South because they knew what Lincoln had done to free people that really had no concept of what freedom is. They should have been trained in freedom to be turned loose. That's what's sadly lacking in our civilization today.
What about taxes, like as in property taxes or income taxes?
I believe in the simplicity of taxation, as close to one source as we can, the better. We have, I believe, an enormous bloated government that, like Elon Musk is tackling, I'll tackle our state in the same manner. There is much that is totally unnecessary.
Touchy subject, as I guess most of them are these days. Pick one, right? What about the abortion situation and Governor Mills, of course, just a few months ago, talking about, you know, abortions anytime and all the time, and the Planned Parenthood organization up here in northern New England pretty much pushing it on a regular basis.
and nobody can stand up to it. I mean, it's crazy.
I like Janet Mills. She's a nice lady, but she's been fed a diet of Ivy Leagues, and she really doesn't understand what goes on at ground level, I believe. Again, our nation was founded as a nation under God. We're supposed to be a Ten Commandments people. So all our interactions are never coming up short. We're always an asset to each other rather than be a detriment and a problem and leaving a wake of problem. I'm a refugee of the broken down people myself, and I recognize one day what grows this, and it must change.
Two more. About voter ID fraud by the Mills administration, and now Secretary of State. I don't know if you follow social media that much or not, but, you know, Facebook and all that. But she has really come out, and she's pretty much slammed the Trump administration. First, as I think you know and everybody else knows, she tried to keep him off the ballot in 2024, and that didn't work. And now, because she says he owns the federal government, and I'm going, no, he doesn't. He's just the president. She's got it wrong, number one, there. And number two, the voter ID fraud that I'm referring to is that she's not going to answer to the Department of Justice under Trump's administration to reveal Maine voter rolls to see who's been voting, whether they're illegal or not.
Again, Sec'y Bellows, I believe, is not a peasant like myself, but part of more than lawyers, royalty, more of a royalty. Yes, like the old country that we all take our leads from, I guess. But sometimes I think they're our worst enemy, the English, that dismiss. What I'm trying to bring about is to better balance our civilization. That there is, and actually, the people that you think of as the dregs of our civilization, these are my people I'm trying to rescue. This should not exist in a free people's government, what we have here today.
Final thoughts are, Martin, as you continue here, and you said you had to do some extra things to get on the ballot. Is that what you were telling me when you got here?
No, I've just got to sign up with ethics and elections to make sure that I'm in order.
That's in Augusta?
Yes, and I do want to maintain this a write-in election. It's never been done, so why not? Create a first.
What are your thoughts as we speak today here in the middle of, well, it's really the end of summer past Labor Day and all, as far as the, you know, the future of the country and the future of our state of Maine as far as our rights and freedoms go under the Bill of Rights?
We have a long way to go to restore those, but if we do it, everyone gains. Again, no one loses. We all gain in this manner. Some people, I should feel a little pressure the way they operate of trying to parasite off other people. No, they'd feel a pinch. But other than that, all should be better.
So will you be, after you do the registering and everything down there in Augusta, will you be updating your website?
I stayed away from the website because what I wanted heard was not allowed. About the worth of traditional family and its protection. No, okay. No. Yeah.
Isn't that a violation right there?
Yeah, I suppose it is.
Anyway, go right ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, again, I'm here to protect traditional family. It provides the best quality of life for everyone involved.
Thank you, Martin. I appreciate your time.
There we are, ladies and gentlemen. Right up to the moment with newly running candidate there as an independent at first, and found out that he would have to register under the American Party or the America Party, and we'll certainly show you a little bit of information about it right here, as we do have it and the symbol at least, and you can certainly look it up online and take a look at that. The America Party basically says here it's a movement of everyday citizens committed to pragmatic solutions, fiscal responsibility, principled leadership, and a brighter future for all Americans beyond red and blue. We are the Teal movement, they call them, T-E-A-L. And you can look them up, folks, under americaparty.org/contact. And we'll put that in the memos, in the notes, and the commentary. Thank you for joining us on this brief snippet, or at least a brief introduction to another candidate for the governor's office in the state of Maine. It's certainly going to be quite a tussle. The Democrats throwing everybody except the rotten kitchen sink, we should call it, up against the Maine people. A lot of them have been in the legislature, dropped out, and now want to come back all of a sudden and take over where Janet Mills left off, and I'm going, no. All of you should say no, and we need Republicans in office and no more independents who call themselves independent but yet are deflectocrats in name. And some of them are dinosaurs or dinos to offset the rhinos that we have that need to go away. For another time. As always, folks, so that you can see it a little bit better, please contact us anytime at fairnessinreportingmedia@gmail.com, fairnessinreportingmedia@gmail.com, our new logo, as well as on our car that travels central, southern, and eastern Maine on a regular basis now, many times a week. We hope to have extended and new, broader distribution of our podcasts, not just on YouTube and X, but that's where you can find them all the time, and those are also 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In the meantime, we pray for our country, our state, and its future, our children's future, ladies and gentlemen. And everyone out there, pay attention to what's being said, and help people focus on how we need to turn this country back around to the laws of the Constitution, not the laws of ideologies and brainwashing. Thank you for joining us on Firm. Peace to all.